No, I met Eminem while I was working at Death Row. My friend Evan Bogart, who actually got me my internship at Interscope. His father was Neil Bogart, very famous record company owner, mega guy. They made a wonderful film about him last year called Spinning Gold, his life story. He was like, this is not just a record company guy. This is like the biggest record company owner of that era. This is his son. So we grew up together one day and he goes, I need to come see you. Comes by. He goes, I got to play you this kid that I met that I'm about to sign. So he pops in this CD. Doesn't say anything. And like, I was used to like, let me hear this, let me hear that. He puts it on the Slim Shady EP. That was the first original album. We listened to the whole thing through and through. And I am like blown away. Now this is pre-Dr. Dre because I hadn't signed yet. The album is unbelievable. Like unbelievable. I can't believe it. So he then looks at me at the end and I go, okay, so what's the story? Like, what are you doing? Oh, you're never going to believe this. I go, what? He goes, he's white. And I go, no way. This is not possible. This guy's white. There's because at that time in rap, you hadn't heard that voice. So if you were rapping, you wouldn't know what somebody was or wasn't. I'm like, there's no way. I go with Evan to the studio and I meet Eminem, Paul Rosenberg, Mark and Jeff Bass, the entire crew. So Dave Weintraub from Death Row Records is walking in there with the flashy car and the fucking chain and the whole thing with Evan Bogart, who works at Interscope, and they're trying to make a deal. We just became dear friends. And through that thing, they knew that I worked at Death Row and they knew that I was connected. And then Evan wound up bringing me kind of more and more into the fold with the Eminem thing. And I wound up leaving Death Row to go work for him while I was, still in college.
To work for Eminem?
Yes.
And Evan Bogart is a songwriter at this time.
He's a songwriter, too, a hit songwriter, a mega songwriter. Honestly, Evan is really, if we had to go back even further, that's why I went in the record business, because of my friendship with him and the world that he lived in, with his parents being such big time people in the record business. That's what my desire to come into it was, definitely. And he shared with me and allowed me to do that and helped me do it and supported me. So we were always good. There was times when Evan was the manager and I was the agent, and then I became the agent and Evan was the manager, and we had clients. And what was weird is that a lot of the people that we had, he and I ultimately wound up becoming the bigger talents, because Evan went on to become this hit songwriter, and I, instead of like having the big client that we had, I wind up becoming the TV show creator and having my own shows. And so it was kind of like this ladder of learning and then coming out with your own projects.
Please be sure to follow, subscribe, and all that good stuff.